24 with the Bears becoming the advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Check. 2-2. Move. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's TJ Yeldon. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check. 49. Check 49. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Now TJ Yeldon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
368.
Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard
line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike.
Passing, it's Dalton. Flushed out right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Watch the slant. Hey, dude. 56.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Yellow.
This is Darwin Thompson, 6th-round pick from Utah. Going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards the pickup there. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kill. Check.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards. There and another first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Dalton here from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
65. 2-2. Move. 56. Mike's 56. Hey, wahoo. 56 to Mike.
To throw again. Dalton. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Hey. Rush in. Jack. Protein spill. Watch the ship. Hey. They go 368.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. T.J. Yeldon, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Let's go. 43. 43. QB's trash. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Jim.
Hey, 43, 15.
Watch the slant. Motion.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Mike.
Yellow. Come on, 80.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on out here. Come get some.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Chiefs.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's see what you got.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, but now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here's Dalton, flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Yeldon. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hands up. 318.
56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Showing up.
368. Hands up.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
You're online, baby. Get this. You're online. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
After the penalty, it's Davis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Wait.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Mike, 56, right there.
Hey, Alpha.
In your face. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Let's go. 56 to Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time,
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Right here.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 22. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Not today, you are. Not today.
57.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let him know, let him know.
The final act of the first half. Dalton looking deep for Gabriel. And got his man complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The extra point up and good. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
We're going to work.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All day, every day, any day. By 7, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Wait. There's a little lady.
Get your swerve on.
Hey, 43.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chiefs 17, Bears 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Under 10.
First down, here's White. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Pick up the ball. Jump.
Here you go, can.
So Dalton now. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's gonna be a long day, offense.
Bravo.
Mike 5'9",
Now Dalton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
They can't hang with us.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. Mahomes going to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the toss, here's White. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last kick. Dalton. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
368.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Andy Dalton now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Dalton now, the pass. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Here you go, Cam.
24 is the mic.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
24 is the mic.
Out of the pistol, it's Yeldon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Here you go, 368.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
93, 52, 93, 40, stop!
Here's White. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Yeldon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Yellow. Ours go on, 80. Hey, 43, 43, 15.
66. Fully high. Check.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And Butker able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch this.
3 down.
Regular.
Check out 33. Check right.
Legs up.
Get in the weight room.
Legs up.
So now Dalton. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Alert.
Dalton off play action. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking